Okay, guys, let me show you something interesting now, and that's the difference between changing the colors on all the websites automatically versus, what it would take to change the colors inside a single panel. So just so you know, I already ran through and changed all these colors. Now we're going to change them back. So all these colors are different than they were before. And what we're going to be able to do is come back to these websites when we're done and just hit the refresh button and see how they changed. Okay. Now, if I was here, and you'll remember this is a site we were working on, but you can see the colors have changed. Then if I was here and I wanted to change these colors individually, that's the hover colors, navigation bar, submenu drop downs, hover colors in the submenu. If I want to change all these different colors, okay, all the hovers and everything. And same with the sidebar. See the purple now with the yellow for certain headers and orange for clickable headers. And I wanted to go make changes. Okay, here's how you would normally have to do it. You'd start by realizing that these bars are here, and in the admin area, you would go to global settings so that you can go to the theme style and typography. Okay, and there you go. Here's the body style color, and it has all the stuff for that, including header 1 tags and color. Header 2, the font, the size, whether it's bolded, whether it's italicized, and the color for header 2 tags, header 3, header 4, and paragraph, right? Everything about which paragraph font family and size, whether it's bolded, whether it's italicized, and the colors, and then everything else. Now, changing colors, you can change them by moving the ball around, moving the slider to save it, and that'll just change your numbers on you automatically, okay? Or you could do something else. You could take another matching color and you could copy it and paste it, okay? So if you wanted to change all the purples to another color, then you'd start by changing one of the purples and then copy and paste everywhere the other purples exist, right? And you'd be able to update them all that way, going all the way down. But think about how much is here. Body style, breadcrumb settings, translator style, the background color here, that's exactly that translator bar at the top, okay? By the way, if I wanted to make that match the background header color, I could do that, right? Got to go find that background header color, which is right here, header background color 1, and paste it, okay? So if I save that change, right, and then come back and take a look, there you go. See, now it's the same color, right? So it's totally up to you how you want to deal with things like that. But anyway, now you see what's going on. Body, breadcrumb, translator, header section, navigation style section, banner style for the banners themselves, including the banner height in pixels. How high do you want the height to be set? 547 or full width like 960 or more? Totally up to you. And for looping videos, it's good to know that setting. Services section style down below, and then further the about section, logos section, sidebar styles. And by the way, anything that acts like an image, you can enable the parallax version of it, right? So anywhere where you are using like a sidebar background image instead of colors, you can put enable parallax. And that's where the page seems to scroll with the image, well, scroll with the image staying still behind the page. That's the parallax effect. And it goes all the way down after the sidebar, map section, and pre-footer, footer, and then the 4 colors that relate to the back to the top button. That is on the button itself, right? There's the main background color and foreground color, white and orange. Then when you hover, purple and whatever other color you wanted that to be when you hover over it, okay? So yeah, you can create all the variability you want, and if you think about it, these are a ton of settings, all the fonts and colors, right, for this website. So you can change whatever you want in here and update this to save the changes, okay? Now, how does that compare to, say, what if we already have all the main settings done that we like 100 were pre-done. Somebody already went through and did all this, and you got 100 that are pre-done. And what if you just stuck with those and you wanted to swap the colors of the websites? Let's just show you what that's like, because that's a great way to demonstrate how easy this is. So I'm going to go straight into my typography tab, right? It's its own file, but the typography tab for the 100 websites in this case, right? And this is it. Everything that we just went over goes all the way to the right, all the way to the very, very end, where we have the back to top, the 4 colors for the back to top button. Okay, that's these 4 right here for the 100 websites. Okay, so we can change things in here any which way we want. We can cycle through fonts and stuff like that. It's good to use a different font family for the sidebar than you use for the main site. Okay, but there you have it. So all of this is here for our 100 websites, and I have it set to on for updating all of them. Okay, so how might I change it? Well, here's an easy way to do it. Let me do something like this. I'm going to cut the bottom one off the bottom. And I'm going to insert it at the top. Insert. There, now everything got bumped down one. So in our websites, we should see the colors shift from one tab to the next, right? So that's it. The colors that were on the tab before are now going to be on the next website, the next tab over in our list. So let's go ahead and do it. I went to the feed files section again, because this is still a feed file concept. It's a feed file. I'm going to import a feed file. It's going to be the typography. Okay. I dragged it. I see it, and I'm going to import it. All right. It's working. See? It's working up here. It's working down there. I could walk away. Okay. I could completely leave. And I'm done, actually. I'm done with that job. Okay. For 100 websites. I just got to wait. It'll be a couple of minutes or so, and then it'll be finished, and I can go back and take a look at the results. So let me go ahead and pause it. We'll come back in a couple of minutes and check it out. Okay, so that's done. So let's take a look and see what it's saying, right? File imported successfully. Click here to see the files. There it is. Okay. Keep getting rid of the old files. So let's take a look now. We're on this page, and oh, by the way, I did just refresh this recently. You can already tell the color change. All right. And if I were to come here to the next website and refresh, let's see that. And take a look at that. Colors changed on this website too. And on this one. Okay. And I mean, everything changed, even down through the sidebar. Okay. Everything is different now. You know, whatever happened here, go through, right? So anyway, you get the idea here, right? Now, let me take that one step further just to make the point really, really clear. Okay. It's not only the front pages like that that I changed, right? I mean, it changed these pages, okay, whatever's on here in terms of color. And not just that, but if I go to the sitemap, okay, if I've got my 2,500 subdomains, and you can tell because it's so tiny, right? So I've got 2,500 subdomains times 16 pages each, or over 40,000 pages, basically 40,000 pages per website. I changed the colors, okay, on 40,000 pages. I go back and fix that. It's just that some of the sentences, actually right here, are too long in the box, and I know how to fix that to just in the files to actually shorten all the cases where that happens. I'll show you later. It's really cool. It's really easy. Google doesn't mind this, by the way. It doesn't even see that. But here's my point still. I actually changed 4 million pages. Okay, color-wise, I changed 4 million pages just now. When Google bots come back, they'll see that different colors are being used, right? Which is just totally cool. Okay, it's not a wording change. It's not an image change. It's simply color combinations, but it's definitely there. Okay, I don't know how much that can affect rank if it's simply color combinations, or if, for instance, say you reorder images that you had in a list. I don't know how much that'll matter to Google, but if you go a step further, right, and you update an image, you use some other image, right? So maybe one change we make is to change from one image to another for the entire stack of pages. then that can very well affect a rank of 40,000 pages per site or 4 million pages. And same if we go a little further. The more little human tweaks we make throughout the paragraphs and throughout the sidebars and different things we do, then Google sees that. If we add another page to the main set, then it adds that extra page through the entire stack of 2,500. We really created 2,501 pages in, per website. Okay, so 2,500 pages times 100 websites. 250,000 pages just got added through the whole system. Okay, so it's up to us how much variation we want to create. We can go as far as we want. And it's up to us how much variety we want to create within each thing we do. But I think you get it now. Okay, it really is that simple to make massive changes to all the websites at once. And we can do it with everything. We can rename all the sites, give them all different phone numbers, move things left, right, center, decide what things we want to flip on or off, whether we want to go between the fixed layout like this and box layout. So as I continue to make more changes, you'll continue to see more of these functions. Okay. But now I think you get the point and how just generally cool it is to have that level of total control over all the websites so that you can do what you want. Did I have to make great big changes like that? No. I could make very simple changes that are nice, right? Maybe just change it to Christmas theme holidays colors for Christmas, Valentine's Day colors for Valentine's Day, so on and so forth. Okay, hope you found this topic interesting. I'll go ahead and get this on the list.